you can achieve anything you want. And the last thing that I would say is love yourself more than you love the drama.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a new video of Ilera Wellness. Today we're going to have a special guest. My name is Gayle Johson. I'm your raw food chef, plant-based, but I'm also your integrative nutrition health coach. And last but not least, I'm the co-founder of Ilera Wellness. So today we're going to talk about an important topic, and this is the reason why we have a guest here. And I'm going to let her introduce herself shortly. But before we get started, I have my sister here, Solange, as the co-founder of Ilera Wellness. Solange, you want to introduce yourself to our audience?
Yeah, of course. Good morning, everybody. My name is Solange Hedstrom. So I'm Doctor of Nutrition. I'm naturopath and biologist, and obviously co-founder of Ilera Wellness with my lovely sister, Giselle.
Thank you, Solange. And last but not least, Gail, thank you so much for accepting our invitation. Do you want to introduce yourself a little bit to our audience in terms of who you are and what you do?
Absolutely. Thank you. So first, I'd just like to say thank you so much to both of you ladies for asking me to, be here today. It's really a pleasure to speak about these kinds of things. So my name is Gayle Hedstrom, and I am a brand partner with one of the top global brands for healthy living. I am passionate about healthy living, from exercise to what you put into your body to what you put on your skin, just everything, what you read, you name it. I think that it just encompasses who you are. So it's to me, it's one of the most critical things that you can do for yourself. So I guess what I do really is I just help others meet their personal goals of health and wellness in, all aspects of their lives, really using a holistic approach, right? Treating the whole body. I coach people daily on how to live healthier lives from the inside out through their mind, body, and skin. And I really try to encourage women to get rid of their limiting beliefs, because I feel like we wind up having a bunch of limiting beliefs of who we are, who we can be, and try to teach them to be kind of fearless, to just be fearless, because your limiting beliefs is just a state of mind, right? Mm-hmm. And they keep you from really living your best life and from your next opportunity. And so I try to really incorporate that in, sharing with my clients.
Wow, that's lovely.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, just rebouncing on what you just did, you have a big dream and an inspiring mission on earth that is geared towards women, right? So can you tell us a little bit about that and how that became a personal mission of yours?
Absolutely. So my real mission, I would say, if you wanted to break it down into a really short sentence, is that I want to empower women to call back their power and to take control of their lives, because so many of us feel constrained by either our families, our work environment, our spouses, just our situation, and we feel like we have no power. And my mission has really developed and grown through my own pain and hardship. And at times, I feel like that I'm just trying to help people by sharing my experiences, kind of like the what not to do bulletin board, right? there's been a lot of regret, I guess, in my life. I think everybody, when you look back, it's really easy to see and analyze like how you would do things different. But I chose to not take regret only as regret, but to learn from it. And that every experience or that I call regret is really a learning experience, and that's something that taught me how to be stronger. And I really, I grew from that in a way of determination and perseverance and faith. Like a faith journey was really important to me. And whether or not that's your thing, but I think faith can be also just a belief in a higher power, a belief in yourself, a belief in an energy source. And so using a lot of self-development and reflection and just kind of discernment, of course, working in a therapeutic setting, spent lots of time in therapy. It really has helped me to kind of, understand and become a little bit more open to what experiences made me feel so vulnerable in this process, right? Because I think that's part of it. You feel like you are not able to work through these roadblocks that have come in your life and these challenges. And
Wow.
right. I mean, I think that we can all relate to that. And what I realized is that I these opportunities for me really stopped me because I was maybe embarrassed or I didn't want to share them. I had this shame about them. And so they lived within inside me, and that negative energy source didn't allow me to have a feeling of power. I felt powerless in who I was because of all these things. And I felt stuck. And I really needed to like harness my power and know that through the process of going through my divorce, that my life was not ending. It was actually beginning in a different way, right? And that it was just taking on a new direction. It's a new path, and that life is a journey. It's not, just that destination, right? You're always learning, you're always growing, you're always changing. Nothing stays the same. And so you have to kind of embrace leaning into that discomfort of change, because I think we're all really uncomfortable with change, no matter what it is, right? And so the more you lean in and the more you kind of, just are forced to deal with those things and accept those things and actually begin to like those things, look at the positives, versus the negatives. Like, wow, this is a change, but it gives me an opportunity that I never had before. It really moves you forward in a positive direction versus negative. Wow. I know that was a really long answer to probably a short question, but like I said, this is just a huge topic, and there's just so much to say about it. So
yeah, and we all know that this is a long process. Also, things are getting step by step, and this, as you said, you said it very good, is that this is a very long process, and you are talking with the patient with simplicity. But this is something that's not easy for everybody of us, And I thank you about that. Thank you for helping people. And also we say that nothing happened randomly. So that's the reason why we still have, we have to think about the positive way of what's happened to us daily.
Absolutely.
And this leads me to my next question. So recovering from divorce can be challenging for some women, especially for contentious divorces. And what is the one thing you have learned recovering from divorce?
Oh my gosh, yes, 100%. Going through a divorce, so I guess I'd start with saying that nobody enters a marriage thinking it's going to end in a divorce, right? So you wouldn't do that. Why would you get married thinking this is going to end? And so you have this idea in your head that this is your life, like forever, right? We're committing for better, for worse, sickness, health, all of that. And so going through this contentious divorce is like, there's so much emotion that just is bottled up. And what I found is that looking back, because I did experience a very contentious divorce, my children were very young, and it was something where I think we kind of were like, what's the right time? What's the right time to get divorced? Is there a right time? Is it the right time when they're younger? Is it the right time when they're older? Is it the right time? There is no right time. There really isn't. I think that's the answer to that. But what I really did in reflecting and thinking about this is realized that contentious divorces are really just huge power struggles, right? It's basically like an equivalent to emotional warfare, right? That's what it is. Each party winds up battling over territories that they don't even really want. It's just this, you're grasping and gripping and fighting over things because you are filled with fear, right? And it's this fear of the unknown and a fear of losing what you are comfortable with, that I think fills you. And sometimes, you don't even want these things. Like looking back, the things that I've thought about in my divorce, if I really, it shouldn't be about consumable things. I mean, for me, it really was about my children. If you have children, it was about my children, and it should have been about my health, and remaining healthy and remaining positive and accepting what was, and regaining my power. Because I think for myself, in my marriage, I lost a lot of my power. Not that my ex-husband was like in control of me, but that like somehow you lose yourself, I think, a little bit, right? You become this attachment to another person. And I felt like I really did lose myself during the process. And so I spent so much time and energy in this process, in this negative state that was perpetuated by the system. The system wants you to fight, right? The attorneys and the system it's so difficult to navigate and so draining financially and emotionally. And then, again, the fear just of the whole thing becomes in, and whatever you're fighting for at the time, like really it's just stuff. It's stuff. But the one thing that I would say, I guess, that I learned is that the moment you decide to just forgive and let go of your negative feelings, you begin a road to freedom. And that's really huge, because you can't hold on. There's no good in holding on to what happened, because what happened already happened. You can't change that. It doesn't change any fact. So if you hold on to that, it just keeps you a prisoner of this pain and this frequency that is not allowing you to move forward. And it's kind of like the equivalent of taking poison for yourself and waiting for your enemy to die. You're feeding yourself with poison. And that has nothing to do with how the other person is going to react. So all this negativity that you are just holding inside and speaking and getting riled up in is so worthless. It's so worthless. And you just have to stop fighting. You just have to say, that was a part of my journey. It's not anymore. And this isn't easy. Believe me, this is not something that I did well. It took a lot of years, but this would be my advice to somebody. You can't change what happened, but you have control if you take your power to make the change for your future. Long way to the one question, but I hope that I covered that.
You did. And actually that leads me to the next question. And I think you already touched base on it a little bit, but what message do you have for women currently navigating divorce who are struggling, reclaiming that power to thrive again in life?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I think the biggest thing is your mindset. Like, if you change your mindset is everything. And there's really nothing more powerful than a determined mind. So if you decide and you make the decision to change how you think about this and what you want to do to move forward, and you're determined to do that, and this might be reflecting on goals or your own self or whatever it is, you can do that. You can achieve that with a determined mind. And so I like to say that people can survive. Like, if you look at people who survive the worst experiences possible, and there are a lot of them, going through a horrendous divorce is not even equivalent to them. There are people who lose everything, and you're fighting over, I don't know what, furniture or whatever it is. You're fighting over stupid stuff. And there are people out there in their lives who survive astronomical difficulties, right? And I think the world is showing that right now. And it's the will to survive. It's the mindset and the determination that moves you forward. And so with mindset and with gratitude and with faith and with immersing yourself in a positive community versus all this negative talk and self-talk, you can really attract a different life.
Wow, this is amazing. And as you say, it's better to lose furniture than to lose their own mindset, because everything is a mindset. And this is the mindset that destroys everybody, that is in this process. So this is the best way, as you just said. And I thank you about that, because it is important to let it go and let the past go away. And this is what we are working also in meditation as naturopath, because
Absolutely.
the principle, the base of the meditation is to let it go, accept the present, the gift that is giving to you, and try to find the positive way of your life, you know. And it's not something easy, I can say, but this is a long process. But once you know that, and once you can just have a first step regarding that, that's going to help you. And it's amazing to know, because I know that this wasn't probably simple for you, but it's amazing to help you for reaching this their own wellness. So that's lead me also to my next question, is how do you currently support women navigating, post-divorce and recovery? How can they reach out to you?
They can reach out to me on social media, through Messenger. I'm on Facebook. I am on Instagram. I participate in the Facebook page. And so, one of my goals really is to just, like I said, empower women in every way possible, and I realize that I can achieve anything I want. And I look back on, and to build that strength, I try and look back on things that I did that I thought I could never accomplish, right? And I think we all have some of those things. What was the greatest thing that you did that you can remember doing? And maybe it was having a child. Maybe it was accomplishing a goal, a work goal, a call, graduation from a school, or, it could be anything, right? Whatever your interests are or were. And think about the process that you went through to get there, that it didn't happen immediately. None of these things happen like that, but it's working at it again and again and again and again and again. And you're looking towards that goal. Put that goal up and visualize that goal, whatever it is, and just continue to take one step at a time. Because whatever it is, if you are consistent and that you do it every day, a little bit every day, like everyone's thing is, I don't have time. I don't have time. We all have the same amount of time. So make 10 minutes in your day, or whatever it is, whatever your goal is, a half an hour, 10 minutes. You can find that. You can find that. Don't watch TV, or prepare your food for your family ahead of time, or, whatever it means. We can all find the time. That's an excuse. And excuses to me are just cop-outs, right? We all have the same opportunity. It's what you do with it, really. And so you need to develop the confidence in yourself. And so I really like to talk to women who feel stuck in their place, like, oh my gosh, my world is over. I'm not, poor me. They're doing this pity party thing. And nobody wants to come to your pity party. That's it. Like, cancel your pity party and make it like, I don't know, make it like a launch party. Like, here I am launching my new life. Look at it. Like, I'm not restricted. I'm not making excuses. I have a new perspective, and to just be the author of your own life. Don't listen to other people. Don't let your parents or your friends or society kind of tell you like, you can't do that, or you have to do this. You can't work and take care of your kids and a home and this and all that at the same time. Like you can only do one thing. And this is so horrible that you're going through this, and just make you just continue to feed this negative energy upon you, or this helplessness upon you. And I believe, like, starting with getting healthy, because when you are healthy on the inside, mentally and physically, when you feel good, take care of yourself, right? There's the whole thing when you're on an airplane, when the oxygen mask comes down, they always tell you, put the oxygen mask on yourself first before you put it on your children. Because if you're not in a space where you can help yourself, you can't help anybody else. So you are important, and take the time for you to do what you need to do. Self-care is huge. Do yoga. I'm a certified yoga instructor, so that helped me immensely. Journal, gratitude. I mean, practice all these positive things and decide whatever it is that you want, what you want. And with everything that you have, just go for it. I mean, you can achieve anything you want. And the last thing that I would say is love yourself more than you love the drama.
Wow, that's powerful. Love yourself more than you love the drama. I think if there's one thing that we need to leave you with today, it's that particular sentence. Love yourself more than you love the drama. And there's another one that I quote in what you were saying is, be the author of your own life. Mm-hmm. I think that summarizes the whole interview that we had today, and how women should go from divorce to a thriving life, because that's the topic today. And you are the person who can support women to go through that. So thank you so much, Gail, for going through all those.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. It's wonderful to, help other women. We need to support each other. And that has just been, I wish that at the time that I was going through these things, that I had that support, because it took a long time and a lot of work and a lot of perseverance. And I just now realize I wasted so much time on the drama. And I want people to know, don't waste time on drama. Spend time on you. Forget that. It's gone. It's over. It's done, right? We can't go back to 5th grade and say what we would have done differently. So why are you going back to this? Just love yourself where you are and move forward.
Wow, thank you so much. And
thank you so much.
Put the link at the bottom for those who would like to reach out to you, so that they know how to contact you in order to benefit from your services. We're talking about wellness here and thriving post-divorce for women. So definitely want to leave your contact for those who would like to know more about how they can go from where they are at to where they want to be. So thanks again, Gail, for being part of this interview. And thank you so much, Solange. And for you, our audience, thank you for watching this until the end. If you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do so to be aware of the next episode. And until we talk to you again, be well, everyone.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Bye.